I tell you, I love this shit. I love this shit, but yes, it is that time, boys and girls. Tape is rolling.
Join us in Discord.
Come join us. I know, anybody listening to this is going to be listening to it long past.
I'm sorry, I'm grilling grilling Swiss cheese and Black Forest ham.
Buy it on the sit. Getting ready to go live on the radio. Grilled cheese and ham. Zoom Room Video Communications brought to you by the BMC.
Excuse me. Excuse me. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. Ain't no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo of Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to do anything.
That's right. All you gotta do is tune in and listen to us and
smack your head. And,
try and wrap your head around everything we've got to say, because we don't even know what we're saying half the time around here, because hey,
well, we definitely don't know what each other is saying because we don't pay attention.
Huh? What?
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. Welcome to today's show, everybody. It is Wednesday, June 5th, 2019, here inside and outside Shroud of the Avatar. And of course, as always, we have updates, we have info, we have gossip, we have opinions, we have a little bit of everything. We have giveaways, we have marbles. We've lost our marbles. Yeah. We have some memes, and let's go ahead and let's get everybody started off right. And let them know that they can always join us in Discord, discord.me/NBNN in your web browser if you don't have Discord installed. But we do recommend you go get the app.
Definitely.
Our Discord room is definitely
not safe for work.
NSFW.
What is this, Econdis?
Nudes? What?
Econdis got into one of these secret games.
Oh, did he slide in one of your background games there?
Yes, he did.
See, that's what happens when you just do things in the background like that. But gotta say, hey to...
If you actually listen to my stream, it's got the timer that goes off.
Oh, you can hear it going off? Oh,
yeah,
see, yeah. Give shout-outs out there. Zach, how you doing, brother? For the Tater Tot Empire. Vosh Halen. The new tamer out there, of course, Botox. Love you guys. Love you all.
No one sent any nudes in yesterday, so we don't have any new nudes.
We did not get any nudes yesterday. Yeah. No nudes whatsoever.
But don't forget, if you want to be on that distribution list, you do need to send me $5. I'll forward you a copy of every single one of those messages.
And just because I can. If they're not,
do what?
Actually, I meant to do it that way. We'll do it that way. Let everybody know in Zone. Let everybody know in Universe. Let everybody know in Trade Chat that we are here. We are live in Owl's Head, live on the lot, and of course, bringing you the latest So, Jack, it is Hump Day.
Hump Day, and we still
Trying
have
to get over the
no
hump.
stand-up corners because development's gone dark.
Dark.
We don't even know who's still there.
But we do have some notes. We do have some video. We do have some gossip.
Yeah, but I was unable to find the part of the video that I really wanted to find.
Which part? Because
we'll talk about after we cover the notes.
Is okay. I don't want to spoil anything. Wouldn't want to derail the train or anything like that around here.
Because
I've never done that before.
Yeah, and it'll just be one of those pull out the soapbox things.
Well, should I pull out the soapbox? Because we can pull out the soapbox and get
There was the patch yesterday afternoon.
How are you?
At 4 p.m.
Yes, there was, and that was a forced patch. If you were on, you got the server side update, and as soon as the server side kicked in, it went, you ain't in the right version.
Yep,
you ain't in the right version.
Go force the game, which is what they should do with all of the patches, to be honest. Just so that way, in case there is an exploit or something like that, it forces everybody to patch the game.
Well, it just makes life easier. How many times have you been out and trying to either make a delivery or join a party, and it's like, you get into
You're on different versions.
What mode you in? What patch you on? Yeah.
It's like,
always nice just to, if there's an update, force everybody into it, and boom, everybody's there.
Force everybody to update the game client. But yes. Build number 985 did come out yesterday afternoon, and that fixed an issue that could cause the game to hang when loading into scenes in offline mode. They reduced the focus cost for high-tier pets.
Econdis.
Because of Shroud Marketplace.
Yes, I believe that as he covered it yesterday, anybody watched Chris's stream yesterday, we combed through it a bit. Looking for some stuff, but he did some fixes for pets and tamings right there live that were incorporated into what's forthcoming. I thought I don't know if that was the actual work. Your dick.
Yeah.
What's going on, buddy?
Yeah, you kind of just wanted to know
RPE
if you wanted
Zach.
Nope, none of us won. Out in Owl's Head, they improved how a task completes when saying help to Wycliffe.
Help!
The Oracle also, they fixed an issue to allow her to once again display your status of the virtues. They fixed various issues with mouse cursor state when using reticle mode, because the reticle mode is fucking stupid.
That's still in the game, really?
Yannaford, they updated Jenna's journal to send players to Kiln. To mention, you shouldn't exclude anyone.
You shouldn't exclude anyone.
Yeah. Talk to everyone. Out in Sultan, the Evans the Guard now wears waterfront style armor as befits a guard from the North Perennial Coast.
I like this.
And Harry the Guard now wears red armor. Harry the Guard now wears red colored armor because he likes that color.
Because he likes that color, so keep that in mind whenever anybody ever asks you, have you ever noticed Harry the Guard, why does he wear red colored armor? Well, the answer is because he likes that color. I love this shit. That's stuff I live for. Okay, that's stuff I live for. Because he loves that
Arabella
color.
No longer marked with Stanley's quest. Also, she has idle animations now, including reading and writing. Should also include the nose pick. Because what kind of lady doesn't pick her nose?
Heaven forbid Arabella be picking her nose there in Sultan.
What are you talking about?
The dual pick?
The double pick is very important. Although I do not pick my nose with my pinkies, so and I've never seen anyone pick their nose with their pinkies. Do you know anybody that picks their nose with their pinky?
I don't know. I just get right in there and dig whatever finger's available at the time for the job.
Whatever's got the longest nail is what I go for. Then after that, out in Solace Bridge outskirts, they improved Sedgwick's responses regarding his trade window. They fixed a problem with the heraldry polearm not displaying correctly. Out in Malice, they changed Samuel's dialogue to match up with the ring being his wife's and doesn't mention a boy anymore. Hey.
What?
Imagine. Yeah. Excuse me.
Imagine that.
Yeah. And it's amazing what happens when you issue a challenge about like playing the quests and things like that, and then the devs start actually playing the quests and you see like a bunch of starting zone stuff getting fixed, right?
Yeah, well, it's I got a little miniature soapbox on that, which is funny, but got to give a shout out, Wacko, how you doing? And Pirate Paul, consider yourself lucky because you could have come in on even a worse topic than us talking about picking noses. Yes.
Yeah.
That's if you tame, for crying out loud.
Yeah. If you think that's bad, yeah.
Come in the Discord. Take a peek or look around.
Yeah, definitely come into Discord. Join us in Discord. Here, we'll even help you out.
We'll do that. You gonna put it up there?
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Join us in Discord, and
we'll do it one more time just for giggles and grins.
Yeah, if you are at work, make sure your monitor's slightly tilted away from everyone else.
They can be like caffeine. Caffeine runs the damn network at work, so nobody tells him what he can and can't do.
Yeah. Network admin, job's never done. Out in
Waldo, thank you for the bits. 100 bits from B. Donham.
Yes,
aka Waldo. Where's Waldo?
Out in the town of Desolus, they updated the quest data for the Obsidian History log book quest from the Alara Solastar and Winston Havia to have a full set of compass markers, and to ensure those compass markers disappear when the quest is over.
Yay!
What questionable stuff about furries? I know furries in real life, so I have no problems with that candy. So yeah, especially when one of them enjoys showing her boobs to everybody.
Oh, you should have been here when Jack was showing us what hair mousse and electric wand does. That's yeah.
Oh yeah. I should pull that, like how much mousse I've got out from underneath my bed.
We should do a best of grossest moments of Laz and Jack. I don't know. That would be just pick a tape, any tape, and
any one of them.
Pick a tape, any tape.
And I might be a little kinky myself.
But yes, let's talk about starting quests, starting areas, this, that, the other. For anybody who's been paying attention, what's the biggest change that was just made to the starting quest?
The fact that you completely miss out the Isle of Storms. The Isle of Storms is gone. I love that.
Somebody in the forums yesterday, day before, went into this little tirade and included this rant about how Isle of Storms needs to be fixed and this, that, the other thing, and I'm going, here's somebody who just did not read any of the updates, did not read anything, and
Isle of Storms is gone, man.
But when you cut it out.
But he wrote it as if he had just ran through it, and I had to laugh because it's like, how could you write this when this doesn't exist anymore? So yes, if you're gonna write some, scamish type post, because this is gonna bring me to my next topic. You better know what you're talking about, because the community, for the most part, is pretty up to date on this stuff. Yeah, you can't go talking about scenes that you experienced that no longer exist. That's all I'm saying. You can't talk about them when they no longer exist. You know, it didn't happen.
Yeah, well, Pirate Paul said he just started the game today, so starter zones would be helpful. The Battle of Solace Bridge and the Solace Bridge outskirts are both starting zones.
Yes.
They are.
Now,
if you're an experienced player, they are super, super easy. That's if you're experienced. And if you're,
everybody is now starting right out at the Battle of Solace Bridge. Is that correct?
Yeah, yes, the Battle of Solace Bridge is where everybody starts. I wish that there was better instructions for new players.
Now,
as
am
far
I
as
also
how
correct
game mechanics are actually done?
That the tutorial was also taken out?
Tutorial's gone as well.
Is gone as well, right? So, okay, the tutorial is also gone. Even though it was nice to finally see. Yeah. Slight problem was once you entered the tutorial, there was no exit without finishing the tutorial that I could ever find. But anyway, not gonna miss you.
It was supposed to be gated. So I would love to see like the starting scenes hold your hands a little bit better, or have an option to skip them. Kind of like what they were trying to do with the Isle of Storms and the tutorial section, where it's like you're jumping from rock to rock to rock. I wish that was done a little bit better, but yeah. So Pirate Paul says he started today and he got a dungeon siege feeling, so the game got him, which is good.
I like the rework of the Solace Bridge area out there.
Yeah, 5th iteration of Solace Bridge, and the 3rd or 4th iteration of the outskirts. So they are working hard to improve it. And
outskirts haven't changed too much, but configuration-wise.
Configuration-wise, no, they haven't. But questing-wise,
that's another whole story. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So Pirate Paul, where are you in the world right now? And is your name in-game Pirate Paul, so I can go ahead and friend you out here?
You could always hit F and then just do add a friend Pirate Paul and see what happens. And Pirate Paul was not found.
Yep.
Yeah, he's in England.
I meant in the game. Yes.
No, he's in England, man.
But Talus in game.
Yeah. Okay. Pirate Bob is not his in-game name. It's Fatalis.
Pirate Bob one. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Pirate. That's Iwacko. Okay. So Pirate. We should add Pirate Bob. No, that wasn't real.
I'm not getting that either.
But Fatalis was there. Yeah. But yes, we do have. Iwacko is just wacky. Yeah.
Moving right along.
So pretty soon we're going to start talking about boning sheep and.
Hey man,
this is furry pimp. Hey, that was when the stand-up corners were the best.
I tell you what, couldn't make that stuff up if we tried. Wow. That's all I gotta say. Couldn't make it up if we tried. But anyway.
No. But yeah, so we have lost our stand-up corners. We have lost the funds raised so far. We have we have lost our way, our path.
We've
in
lost
life.
our marbles.
Other than Chris's stream, and so
3 hour. You gotta sort through 3 hour a stream.
Yeah. Well, so yesterday, this is something I do not have a timestamp for at all. So I do not know when it was said or where it was said or entirely the context. But supposedly there was a discussion about like an NPR program where they talked about specialization versus generalization and which one makes for better employees. And then Chris said something like, I like hiring programmers that are not gamers.
Yeah.
So
If you ask me.
It was an interesting conversation. It was more about the method of hiring that I got out of it, and the thought process of a general coder over specific.
Well, okay, so I've got two thoughts on that. A specialist versus a generalist. A specialist is good for one thing and one thing only. They're one-trick ponies. A generalist is good, but someone that is not a gamer developing a game, I think would be you hiring me to be your chef in a restaurant, which is Iwako. Who hires chefs to fly his airplanes.
Yeah,
it is something where
it's an oxymoron.
Yeah, it is something where, okay, so one, if you're hiring for a game development studio, you want to hire a programmer that's going to come up with novel solutions to ideas. So that way every single game is not identical, right? So it's like novel solutions are different aspects of just solution creating, different methods of solving a solution. So everything's not the exact same. But you want that person to be a gamer in the sense that they have that background to say, you know what, this is interesting versus this is not. It's the same reason that Chris will sit there and play lots and lots of games, and he's like saying that he's trying to borrow ideas from this game, and this game. And he's trying to use that argument whenever he's trying to justify some of his decisions.
Don't do it.
Yes, and a lot of the problems are just shitty code. Casca, I agree with you.
Well,
lots of gamers write shitty
during
code.
the stream yesterday, I got a kick out of again the the game, and he admittedly says he didn't understand the problem.
See, this is one where I don't know where the timestamp is for that discussion because I didn't find it yesterday.
It was back towards the end there as well, but somebody wanted to know if we could get a little pop-up that if you tried to tame a creature while you were already wearing a collar that had a pet attached to it, that you would get a pop-up that said, hey, do you want to overwrite this collar? At which Chris's thought pattern went, well, why are they overwritable in the first place? Why don't we just make them not reusable? And I'm like, dude, hello? If your pet dies, the whistle or necklace becomes usable again, so hence, yes, it can be overwritten. So he decided to open a poll on this and ask the community whether they wanted this or not. And of course, not understanding the problem, it was
in the long run.
It was voted zero to 30 something voted down because everybody's like, no, we just need hey, stupid, you've got a collar on that's not a blank. So, anyway, after...
When you first start out, you use one collar over and over
Eagle!
and over again.
Well, some people do. I was doing that for a little bit, and I'm
Silver
still.
isn't cheap, man.
I know, and that's another thing. Silver's not cheap. How about you do what I just did recently, and you go out to the merchant, and you buy some of them cheap wooden collars for 250 gold. Then you don't have to go through any of that frustration. You got a little bit more of a cool down between taming, but hey, when you're a little higher level, it's not too bad. But
Yep.
But anyway,
I don't have any taming, so I cannot speak at all on taming.
Missing the whole point of why the whistle was reusable in the first place, and just offering to just get rid of that because you didn't understand the mechanics of the game that you're developing. Anyway.
Yeah.
Moving right
I
along.
want you to spend more money.
And Iwaka's statement is, hey, I'm just a game dev, not a gamer. This shows it's what happens when you design something in isolation and you don't understand the consequences of your own design.
Now, we really need some...
Which is my problem with crafting.
I was going to say, we need some love on these vendors, man. We need some love on these vendors. If you saw today's sales here in Owl's Head, had somebody come by, bought 15, actually bought like 12 items here in Owl's Head, but they were mostly the same items. So instead of having to make 15 restocked items, I could have just have one item that has a line item, and I've got 20,000 of them, and you can buy as many or as little as you want.
As you want, yeah.
Yes.
That would be nice.
That would be great.
It's like you set the price for each individual item the same way that you do at a store, like from one of the other NPC vendors. And it's like, hey, you get a sliding bar of how much you want to buy. Yep.
Moving right along.
It'd be great.
I believe we do have some video we're trying to get to eventually sometime today.
I mean, we still have 15 minutes, man.
Yeah, well.
16 minutes. You got to milk the clock, man.
Well, I figure that's good for a good 5 minutes alone,
Well,
and then we got it. Then
the
we got
video portion is 4 minutes long, so
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's good for that alone, and then you got to give Laz some soapbox time.
Okay.
Got to give Jack some soapbox time because, hey, not for nothing. Just to preface this. This is probably going to be
his time already.
This is probably one of the best things that I could probably hear in a long time. But again, it's another one of those things where I gotta ask, who's driving here, because
I don't know.
Chris's own words, I don't know how we ever got this in the forums or how we ever put RMT in our forums. Really? You don't know how that happened, dude?
He's been there for a while, man.
You don't know how that happened? You really don't know?
I still remember the one stream where Chris was sitting there and he figured out the damn the item abilities.
No, but
the material values. He nearly had a fit when he found out meteoric iron had a +6 damage.
Anyway, we're gonna go to the tape.
You ready
here.
for this?
Hold on, let's get it up here. Let me get it into theater mode so we have a nice fit there, and then we'll get rid of the chat because we don't need the chat. There we go. We'll slide me out of the way. Alrighty.
I'm not moving you, man. I wish I could use the full screen, but my screen is like vertical.
Yeah, I mean, I could sit on top of Chris there, but
you're sitting on top of Chris.
I've got it's just that easy to slide me over or slide you over here. I'll slide.
Okay. Are you ready for this?
Yes, let's go ahead.
Let's click play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Damn, honestly don't know on those guys. That is one of the things we've had a lot of. One of our biggest CS problems we have is people complaining that they got scammed, and they come to us about it because we let them post in our forums, and we let people advertise in our forums. So we're looking at options and ways to improve that, but that may be something that we end up, I mean, that's actually one of the things that's been talked about, is pushing that stuff. Not saying, you know, we're going to ban you or anything for it, just pushing it out of the forums and not making it something where new players come in and get scammed in our forums, because then it looks like we're, you know, it's in our forums. Obviously, we're responsible for it, right? But anyways, that's one of the things being talked about, is not trying to like wipe out like RMT stuff, but at least push it out of our forums. Yeah. And that's Anakitos, and that's, again, that's part of it is it doesn't have any place. And when, again, we do not condone RMT stuff. We just have said we don't want to police it. I'm not sure how we got to the point where we have RMT stuff supported in our forums, and we should just, again, push it out, because, again, we have links on our game that take you straight to those forums where there's RMT stuff going on, and you go over there and immediately, you know, can get scammed and report to us as a bug and expect us to actually go and fix it. And that, almost certainly, that guy who just got scammed is a lost customer to us. Not in that he didn't buy from us, but in that he's going to feel burned by us, even though we had nothing to do with it. So, yeah, Shift PC, the RMT Kodos are undercutting us as well. That is, some of that is people who speculated it, like back during the time when we had a sale on Kodos. But a lot of that is people who farm gold and then go and buy Kodos and then sell the Kodos because they can get more for them that way. But it's pretty much the same thing. And Liz, no, they're absolutely not. That's the whole problem that we have. We have a couple of guys that we consider trusted traders. The trusted trader guys we do support, but they actually, you know, they have stuff that they go through us and get approval for stuff, and we had to approve those people. But that is, in general, no. No one in the forums, I don't think anyone who advertises there is a trusted trader. And that's kind of the whole thing, is like, we just need to clean them all out. But anyways, we'll make an announcement or something soon, probably, of some way to improve it. Elron put a disclaimer at the top of the forum section. I think there may already be one. And if in-game sales should not be for RMT is also my opinion. Sorry if that pisses off some RMT people, but I don't think RMT stuff has any business in the game or in our official forums. So yeah, there's a huge disclaimer up there already for it. But again, at least probably a quarter of our total support tickets are those, and that's, like I said, those are all
should
lost
we go with the obvious already? But yeah,
because they got scammed in the forums.
Which is?
Okay, we ready here to?
Yeah, it's pretty much when Rinaldi, the green guy, cheers. It's pretty much over.
Support.
All right, so I don't believe that RMT should be in the game. Absolutely. That's how it got into the forums. Hello.
Yeah, so the entire funding model was actually based off of RMT.
Was based off of real money transactions.
Every aspect of the game development was actually based around RMT.
Aloha,
so the creation
Lanto.
of rares, the creation of pledge items that were tradable was all based off of the fact that if you bought in early, you would get this rare item that you could sell to another player for gold. It's the same way that land was supposed to be super, super, super rare.
Indeed.
And that was to facilitate RMT transactions between player to player.
Indeed.
Because so it's like,
and Kodos, as he tells you right there, how people speculated on Kodos, or they've farmed the gold in game, and
buying off of players and turning around and selling them, buy low, sell high, all that stuff.
Now, Ship says
not only that, but it's like also people selling at a loss.
Shep says they need to get rid of the pay-to-play stuff, too. You want to explain that to us, Shep? Because
there is no real pay-to-play stuff.
No, pay-to-play is pay for pretty around here. There is no pay-to-win. There's nothing that's going to buff you up and make you better. Everything here is cosmetic. So, now, Soda Assist. Is there such an animal that does the right things? I don't think so. At least not yet.
Not anymore. I mean, the closest was the mapping program.
But anyway, yes, the whole idea of placing it in the forums was you guys wanted all RMT to be handled in your forums and nowhere else. This was. Yeah, outside markets
that was
separate.
A star thing.
Well, again, there was a Portalarium thing. I don't care who made the call, because that's how we got the forums created. That's how we got the big disclaimer up there. That's how we got into the trusted trader debate. One trusted trader.
Well, okay, so technically,
I'm not buying
technically,
into it.
there's two trusted traders. One does not have a website nor a business.
The Airy Fund?
No.
Well, they're trusted trader.
The Airy Fund was offered the trusted trader, but never accepted it.
Well, I understand it was accepted, but we just never got anyway.
No, it was never accepted.
Anyway, moving right along.
So, Marquis Dragon is a trusted trader because he was reselling the game. The number 2 trusted trader, who is
Andernut?
What's his name? Andernut, yeah. So then the Airy Fund was offered the trusted trader tag, but at the same time, the Airy Fund does not run a shop other than campaigns for players and charities. So it was a nonprofit, yes. And it is a nonprofit. So you end up with this is where most people don't understand. How do you become a trusted trader of Portalarium? The answer is essentially you give them $5,000. That's essentially what Marquis and Andernut had to do.
Anyway,
but Andernut received his 1B for facilitating trades between players on the forums and acting as a broker.
I'm just gonna say I watched Chris ship Andernut's boxes, and Andernut's box count was 20 something. So aside from just being an avid supporter.
Oh yeah, he's an extremely avid supporter. It's like we both have a vendor inside of his player-owned town.
Absolutely.
He owns the New Britannia market.
Absolutely.
And it is something where it's like Andernut has done a lot for the game. Marquis has also done a lot for the game.
Not here to really talk about trusted traders and get into all that debacle. Here to talk about removing RMT from the forums. Now, I've had plenty of good luck here in the game, and only until just this week have I seen these posts of somebody scamming people for Kodos, and it's really interesting, I'm going to say, because I answered one of those for sales, and I says, what are you asking? And he told me what he was asking and he was only accepting Skrill or something else, which I didn't have. And I says, "Oh, sorry." I says, He says, "Yeah, I don't have PayPal. Sorry about that." I said, "All right, well, thanks for your time," and went about my merry business.
Excellent!
Thank you for the follow. Thank you. But supposedly the same person changed their name and is now accepting PayPal, so that it doesn't make sense to me in a way if this is what's going on. But all in all, I have never had a bad transaction.
Some countries like Turkey don't accept PayPal.
Understandable,
very
but
few countries.
My point being, if this was the same guy that I reached out to who was trying to scam a sale, and all he did was change his name, well, then he also wound up with a PayPal account because he also was offering to accept in PayPal, which just doesn't make sense to me. If you're scamming, you're not using PayPal most of the time. You're going to use one of those other ones. That's all. But anyway, it's out of Portalarium's hands in that forum. That forum was created to move RMT directly out of the game and to facilitate it amongst everybody in a controlled environment.
That's where you were supposed to allow. I mean, it's like allow feedback on transactions, allow feedback on whatever. But then they started going through and moderating all of the feedback posts out of the forums.
That was we love you, Barrick. Barrick thing. Barrick was like, well, don't comment on people's lifts and don't comment on that. Now, I can say that a friend of mine has an item or has an item for sale out there, and I caught a boo-boo on his posting, and I was able to reach out and go, hey, mistake. But there's nothing wrong with somebody saying that in public in the forums, but it's been suppressed, so people don't do it. Now, that brings me to how this is a boon for people like myself and for Jack and anybody else who might be a member of Shroud Marketplace.
I know. It becomes a boon because for Shroud Marketplace.
Shroud Marketplace does some really fantastic work, and again, I've always, I don't tout it just because the marketplace is a sponsor or because we run stores there. I mean, partially, but every time I make a sale and somebody gets something from me, I always thank them for shopping Weddings and More by Laz on Shroud Marketplace. I always remind them where they bought it from, and I always ask them to go leave me feedback. And if you go out to Shroud Marketplace, you're going to see nothing but 5-star reviews and feedback, and I've got loads of them. Same thing in the forums. If I sell something in the forums, you look up my account, I always ask people to leave the feedback. Pirate Paul. Thank you.
It is something where you can see who else making those purchases. You can see what's going on. You can see all kinds of great things. And it is things to where Shroud Marketplace, you get the reviews, you get the option for anybody to register as a vendor. And it is something to where if there's a problem with a transaction, you can always send an email and say, hey, I'm having a problem with this transaction. Where is it? What's going on? The admins work as intermediaries between the vendors and the client. Sometimes you can actually have conversations directly with the vendor themselves as well.
Yep, most vendors have a way to contact them right on the site. No,
and Lancel is like saying day one when she used Shroud Marketplace, there was a vendor that went on vacation, and when I let you guys know, you guys helped very quickly and helped her, and that's why you guys have had her business since.
Indeed.
So it is something where it's like, God, that's awesome.
And we're here to help. That's what we do. I like to tout some of the fastest delivery in game, and I stand by that. I believe I've got some of the fastest delivery times in the secondary market.
Yeah, and then, but okay, for the record, Laz has nothing to do with Shroud Marketplace.
I have a store on Shroud
other than having a store.
That's
He,
right.
he has nothing to do with it.
I have,
yeah,
but I can contact the admins in a moment's notice if need be. So
yeah,
I do have that in my pocket.
Yeah. I might help with Shroud Marketplace.
Just a little bit.
Just a little
But yes,
bit, yeah.
absolutely.
But yeah, it's one where it's like,
now,
as soon as which the marketplace is an actual marketplace, you can list your items, you can turn around and put anything up for sale. We suggest always that you put it in either your bank or a chest on your lot and just set it and forget it. If you quit playing the game, you get a sale. Hey, go patch the game. Maybe check out some of the new stuff. Deliver your stuff. So it's all great things. You can have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, and again, truly a marketplace, just for the reason being that when you see stuff for sale, you may not like one guy's prices, but it's not this, hey, I'm selling this, make me an offer. Okay, well, I'd like to, but I don't know what it's worth. Shroud Marketplace, if you want to know what something's worth, go take a look around, because
send them to the BMC price guide.
The BMC price guide is not going to give you a price on a Release 49 ice frost pipe, okay? You're not going to get that in the price guide. You're not going to get a snow cloak in the price guide. You're not going to get Aether vibration amplifier in the price guide, okay? You're not going to get that.
But you want stock stuff.
Now, if I want the price guide,
if you want to buy some granite, you can always visit a couple of vendors at Shroud Marketplace as well.
That's right.
But the BMC price guide doesn't do gold to dollars
exchange. That's right.
Yeah.
See, I've got plenty of ore in bulk right here on Shroud Marketplace, but the BMC's gold price guide doesn't really, make for a conversion to the cash market. So, And that brings me to the next thing about the marketplace. I'm sitting there watching the forums and the emails today. And, of course, there's a guy out there, and there's lots of guys and gals out there offering gold at $50 per million. And you would think that the guy who comes along today and posts gold for $70 a million would, maybe comb the forums and look at the past couple days' posts and realize that he's like $20 out of whack. But, again, shroudmarketplace.com, you can just click on gold, check out, and let's just do that real quick while we're here. Just because I can. That's right. Let's click on coinage.
You too can look at different prices from different vendors, or we can untick it, and then I can go remove my game gold because I am out of stock.
Well, that should automatically put you out of stock, shouldn't it?
It does say out of stock.
Yeah, you are out of stock. Yeah.
But at the same time, so like some items on the marketplace. Hold on, I'm going to
plenty of stock over at
I'm going
this
to log
guy's
into
store.
my account real quick, and then I'm going to bring up my game gold, and so that way you can see some of the options whenever you actually register a product and have one there, things that you can do.
And even out here, some people need to get their shops updated a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, well, that's where it becomes rather interesting.
And this is where it becomes a marketplace. When you see those higher priced vendors, you don't buy from the higher priced vendors. You buy from the lower priced vendors. That's right.
Or sometimes you don't always buy from the lower. You buy with the guy with the best reviews.
That
So it's
too. Or if you
So,
just happen to
in
like
mine, I've got
a vendor
Game Gold that from a long time ago when it was $50 for 100K
at a
You
time.
remember those days? Yeah, you remember those days?
I do.
Although I really need to delete that product so it's like when you go into the options of a product, you end up with what you want to do for some things, like what categories you want them to be in. You've got the display name, how much the price, what the sale price is, whether or not you want to enable the suggest a price feature. Product information is kind of pointless, but the inventory tracking at product level, I am changing my Game Gold to now say do not display on the user site.
Do not display.
Save that. And then after that, we'll just go back to Game Gold categories. And then we'll see that, hey, you know what? My listing is no longer there. Boom. Because
Bam!
Yeah.
That's how simple it is to edit your store out on Shroud Marketplace.
Although I'm working on a cached version of the page right now, so let's delete that cached version. Or did I not do the right one?
Oopsie. I hate it when that happens.
I know, it's always interesting because I've got multiple products. But yeah, so I mean, when you start actually playing around with things, you end up with figuring out what's actually going to happen, and then see, I'm actually just going to delete product.
That's right. We're paid to pimp it, or something like that.
Yeah.
Shameless self-promotion of our own markets. That's pretty much what it comes down
It's all good,
to.
man.
Yeah, of course. Don't forget all sorts of other great stuff available from us guys here at NBNN. Don't forget the NBNN Shrouded Avatar app available in all the Play stores: Google Play Store, Apple iTunes Store, Amazon App Store. And we may be retiring this app soon. I don't know yet, but we'll keep you posted. But otherwise, all sorts of great stuff out there in the app, including the NBNN Shrouded Avatar Community Calendar, brought to us each and every day by our good friends at HometownHero.com. For all your vape juice needs, check out Hometown Hero.
Yay.
Puff, puff.
Puff, puff, pass. Puff, puff, pass. But yeah, that NBNN community calendar is on NBNN.info. You too can look at that aggregated mess of all the Google public calendars related to Shrouded Avatar that guy knows about. Yeah. And then don't forget all times on the community calendar, Central Time in the real world. But if you prefer to refer to it, we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Britannia Time.
Send your nudes to nudes at NBNN.
That's right.
Yeah. Nudes at NBNN.info. Great thing. And if you want to be on that distribution list, send me $5 and I'll figure a way to forward you all those messages. So that way you too can be
You'll get nudes of Jack.
No, you'll get as many nudes as come in to.
That's right. You'll get the same ones we got.
You'll be sorely disappointed. Just like us.
Just like Scrota.
Yes. Yeah.
Patreon.
Oh, Patreon.
Hey, if you want to support us, patreon.com/NBNN.
Thradia did send me $5 to see me in my coconut bikini, and I did send her some pictures of that. Right. So, yeah.
You too can also get those pictures, $5.
Yeah.
Jack in a coconut bikini.
And Thradia might offer them up for cheaper. I don't know. You'd have to ask her.
Yeah, now there's going to be, she says, best $5 spent. That's right.
Yeah, best $5 spent.
Come on, move this right along.
But yes, it is hump day, so Monday through Friday, 12s and 6s around the clock. We have two idiots interpreting the news, so you don't have to. A little show called Lunch with us.
Us.
Yeah. Yeah. But then we also have 7 o'clock this evening is the 70s at 7. At 8 o'clock, Eclipse Maiden is going to be taking over the airwaves on
That's right. I have it on good authority. The Doctor is going to be returning to the airwaves.
Oh, excellent, excellent. She's going to be probing some ear
Just
holes.
don't know if she's going to be there tonight, but anyway.
Returning soon, if not tonight.
Yes.
In game, you do have Striker Sparhawks Happy Hour. It is Laz's favorite event of the week because it's also known as
Spin Sparhawks Gold. Although Tavern Tuesday is fast becoming my favorite these days. We were out at Tavern Tuesday last night and had a grand old time. Out in Yannaford.
Then we also have the final event for this Hump Day is going to be on Radio Free Britannia, and that is the Wecked Womb.
The Wecked
with
Womb.
Laz's Wab.
That's right. That's right. Don't forget all sorts of great stuff happening throughout the day, throughout Shroud of the Avatar. And while we talk about our rest of our sponsors and stuff, what do you say we load up a game to get on out of here?
Yeah, let's load up a game.
Give everybody a reason to
give everybody
stick around a couple more minutes. That's right.
To actually look at the game of marbles. I just clicked on random.
That what we're gonna do? Just random track them.
I'm on Devil's Chaos.
Let's see. Let's see what random came up.
Devil's Chaos on my
Twisted Toothpick.
Yeah.
Click and start in
3, 2, 1, start. Don't forget to
give you
exclamation
all
play on both of our streams.
60 seconds to join in. That's right. Rules are simple. First marble to the end wins. 10 scrolls. If Jack or I beat you, nobody wins. And it's anybody's game. But meanwhile, while we're doing that real quick, don't forget you're tuned into us on NBNN. Donate below. Click and donate in bits. Bitcoin taking over there. NBNN. Patreon.com/NBNN. All sorts of ways to donate. The Britannian Mining Company wants you to check out Black Rock Cove, located in the Quell region next to the town of Exeter, and conveniently located next to the mines that you want to be near. HometownHero.com for all your vape juice needs. Relic Spiral for all your licensed Shroud of the Avatar swag. And here we go. We're gonna race some marbles. Good luck, everybody. And
we got people stuck on a pegboard.
I love when that happens. Entering the combat zone. Simon LeBon, first down the track, but he's being chased by the pack. And this
Liberty
is gonna
Lover
be
and I
fun.
are. Oh wait, mixing bowl. Shep is now in the lead.
Shep.
Yeah. Shep and Iwacko.
Gotta be interesting as all the marbles come together. Here we go into the bells, and Vosh just blasting through. Vosh and Twilight Tempest racing for the next leg of this. Gotta love you some marbles.
And Casca wants to know, have we sold out of the originals of things that are in the vault? No.
No, matter of fact.
Not entirely. I do have like the original hot air balloon. I actually was trolling through some chests yesterday. I still have one hot air balloon left. I don't know when I'll put it back up for sale, but it's going to be more than I paid for it. That's for sure.
Twilight Tempest just taking a commanding lead there.
Somehow cheaper. Oh, Simon
Everybody
Simon
in
fell
the
down.
dust.
Simon jumped out of the map. So did Draken. We still have Iwacko
Draken,
and
Eagle, NBNN, all ejected. Of
I'm
course,
bringing up the rear.
our
Although
winner.
Liberty Lover And
Twilight
Irish Eyes
Tempest.
just jumped out of the map as well. But Shep's still in the lead.
Yeah, we saw Irish Eyes and Twilight Tempest last night. I believe Vosh was there. A lot of the folks that are here, Botox just got ejected.
Yeah.
Twilight, I'm going to guess
Mixin' Bowl.
zone scrolls are okay for you?
Mixin' Bull's being a little bitch. Not letting anybody go. The Shep, are you going to get all the way through? Or are you going to let Iwacko take the lead? Iwacko has won on my end. Iwacko,
Congratulations.
I need your in-game name and what type of scrolls would you like?
You con this. What a bummer, buddy. What a bummer.
I know.
Somebody bugged him at work just before we ran the race. Sorry, brother. Hate when that happens.
Yeah. And then Girl's Name actually bought some stuff from me yesterday in game.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, she posted in the wanna buy or the trade chat, and I actually was paying attention. So
You mean you were actually paying attention to something?
I know.
I'm shocked. But anyway, gotta say thanks to everybody out there. Thanks to B. Donham for the cheers today. Thank you to Pirate Paul and Iwacko for the follows. Thank you. We do appreciate you guys and gals out there. And of course, don't forget, we are NBNN News right here 5 days a week inside Shroud of the Avatar. We'll be back with more tomorrow right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Didn't I just say that? Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.